We're joined in studio now by Phillip Magal, who's an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
To have a conversation on some of the current affair issues that are happening now. We are, it's n minus 2 days or 3 days. It's mathematics.
She's a lawyer like me.
It's okay. Math was one of those simple subjects anyway. So,
It was it.
So, something that would like some insight from you is tomorrow is the last day when the campaigns are allowed to be happening.
Yes.
So what exactly entails campaign statement, so to speak, a statement that we considered a campaign? Because on Sunday, the leaders will go to church.
Yes.
And the church probably says you can come and speak, or whatever function, you can come and speak. What would be, what are the parameters that they're meant to stay within? Because that we can say, hiyo umesema ni campaign.
Yes, it is. I would say it is any activity that is intended to drum up support for a candidate or a party. So therefore, if you go to church to pray alone, that is not a problem. But if you then take to the podium and say, remember, I'll be on the ballot on this and such a date, then there arises an issue. If you go to give your offerings and you do it the normal way like an ordinary Kenyan, that is okay. But if you say, I'm giving this, remember me on this date.
No, but I think one of the concerns is we've always seen politicians playing in that gray area very well. So I'm the politician and I'm going to speak at the, I'm told you can kujo salimie, the congregation.
Yes.
And I go and I say, thank you for welcoming me. I'm always grateful for your support.
Yes.
So some things that are not direct, but it's kind of, does the law have any kind of specification on these seeming gray areas?
You see, even it has to be an overt act. You have to go out there and purposely show that you are determined to get some votes. Even showing up in church in itself can be construed as campaigning, especially if you're one of those candidates who is accused of never going to church. So therefore, we have to have some parameters. The law has to be clear. It is an offense. Therefore, like all the other offenses, it has to be clearly defined. And you cannot be convicted for an action, for an omission. You can only be convicted for an action. In this case, an overt act to drum up support for any given candidate or a party. But then we know the problem is that our electoral code of conduct is never enforced. We will see people, on the night of 8th, there will be people running around dishing money, and the police will see it. But then when it comes to electoral petitions, these things are never punished. Okay? They only punish what we call a significant breach where the numbers are affected, like where a ballot box is added or the numbers do not add up. But most of these other offenses, and many have been committed. I mean, money has been dished out for the last 5 years. Nobody has been punished. I don't think anyone will be punished come tomorrow, that is up to Tuesday.
Okay. Before I draw on your legal expertise on this issue of the physical register.
Yes.
So hakuna makosa wakiombewa, and if wakiomba kura kimoyo moyo.
You cannot punish me for your mistakes, is it? So that is what I'm telling you. Like he said, it's a gray area. I might lay back, but we still have yesterday's newspaper, isn't it? Which says vote for so and so. So if I read it on Monday, will you accuse me of... So it is a really gray area, and I don't think it is enforceable in law.
Okay.
It is really hard to enforce it.
All right, on this issue of the physical register, what is the distinction between the position that IEBC had taken and that the court ordered yesterday?
Basically, the IEBC had totally eliminated, or it had left it to the bare minimum, the use of the physical voter register for identification of voters. They have come up with an elaborate process of voter identification using the QMS kit. You will use your finger, they can use your face. If there is no face, there are many other levels, all of which rely on QMS kit. So the physical register has been relegated really to almost non-existence, but we will have it in the polling stations. As per the rules, as per the clarification issued the other day by Chebukati, which was widely published in most newspapers, for the use of physical register, the PO has to get clearance from the commission. But now what it means is that we go back to the earlier position, whereby after you've been identified by KIEMS kit, you are also identified. Your name is sought for in the register and it's cancelled out. So that, because their main contention was that we need the numbers in the KIEMS kit to tally with the people identified in the physical register, so that one can verify the other. Yes.